Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sancho Live. You are listening to a special Sunday night edition. Normally, you're used to Sancho Sunday, but tonight we are going with the Spicy News Network. The Spicy News Network is going to feature some stories that are pretty out of this world, pretty crazy. They're news that are essentially going to be what the fuck news. Hello, NJ Diver. How are you?
Good evening.
You ready to say what the fuck a lot tonight?
Box Nick Bitmere.
Yep, that's exactly what I hope you didn't say anything racist just now in another language, but I'll agree with you until someone emails me that I was offensive. No, it didn't get pushed back. We're live now. It's 11 p.m. We're on at 11. We're here now. I need to get like two more panel guests on. So hop on. Here we go. Hop on. Here we go. Hello, Morgie. How are you?
Box Nick Bitmere.
Fine, thank you.
You're on a delay. If you can mute the stream, Morgie.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Always forget that.
Technical difficulty. So, my first weird news of the day. We're kind of going to go to China right now for the first news of the day. Is it true that there is a potential that being fat could save your life, Morgan?
Depends how fat.
Yeah, depends on the circumstances, I guess.
Well, we're going to go to China right now, and we have a Chinese man's big
Interrupt
belly.
for a moment.
Well, okay. You normally CNN doesn't have interruptions from a guy named NJ Diver. We can. Go ahead.
No, it's just because this is timely. I did ask him to look at the video, and he's
FTP.
live right now if you want to go ask him.
FTP you're talking about?
Yep.
Well, I'm live, and he's a retard. So those are the two problems we're having right now.
I merely offered the chance to inquire.
Right. But you can lead a horse to water, but you can't force the horse to drink it.
Or certain people to think.
Or you can run the hell out of the horse and make him thirsty.
Or you can unsub like I did and tell him to go fuck his water and to go fuck his horse.
I think the horse probably would have been worried about picking up an STD.
Well, it really depends how no, I won't go there. I won't go there. Do you know, Morgie, that there is a command of you in the chat?
There's a command, no?
You have your own command. If someone goes ! Morgie, let me make sure Streamlabs isn't on a smoke
What
break.
comes up, for fuck's sake, or something, does it?
We're going to figure out what comes up, but I got to make sure it's working right now because I haven't seen Streamlabs all night. I seen Pat Seguin. Pat Seguin needs to keep an eye on Streamlabs. Here it is. So Morgie called Sancho a snugglepuss on August 11th, 2020. So that's what shows up. Every now and then there's going to be an interesting fact between you. This was the first one. I was called a snugglepuss by you August 11th.
I must have been drunk.
All right, so let's go to China and let's talk about rescuers in Henan province credited his weight with help saving him. So lucky he's got guts. An overweight Chinese man found his big belly to be a lifesaver after it got wedged in a well and stopped him from falling down. So apparently this guy was just walking around and he fell in a well. I mean, how common is that in the Morgie?
Oh, look, I do it every day, just walk down the backyard and fall down a well. It's one of those things.
Normally it happens to the blind, the senior citizens, people who have a reason. This is a 28-year-old man, identified as Lowell, got trapped in his family well after breaking through wood that had been used to cover it in his hometown of Fujilina village in Henan province. So apparently there was wood over it, and I guess he was a little too chunky, and he busted through the wood, and then he got completely wedged in the well.
So obviously it's an old disused well of some kind.
Right. I mean, he literally had to call. I mean, look how many paramedics were there. We had 4 people with. Now, let me ask you, NJ. What the fuck is a rope going to do in this situation?
Large amount of Vaseline jelly might help. Or KY.
He looks like Buddha just sitting there with his arms folded, and you can see his belly popping out. You see that? Hold on. I actually going to blow it up for you guys to see it. This is funny. This is...
It would be a safety measure just in case something slipped.
Look how angry he looks right now. He's embarrassed. Clearly, I would be as well. And he's got his arms folded. Like he's been there for a couple hours, apparently. And it's like the perfect fit between his belly and the well.
You just need to do that pressure thing like they did in Willy Wonka by the looks of it.
I wouldn't call it perfect. I mean, he's still upright and he's still out of the well.
Well, half of his body's out of the well. You don't see his other half. You don't see his gut and his arms, and he's just standing there like... I mean, he could piss and shit in the well and not have to worry about it. But, I mean, look at him. He's literally folding his arms up.
Well, that all depends on whether or not it's an active well.
Well, it looks like it is an active well. I mean, look at the buildings crap around him. He's got tiles and bricks and all kinds of things, and it looks like
there's a video. There's a video of this. This happened a week ago. How do I play the video? Oh my God! You guys want to see the video of this?
Yeah, why not?
I didn't even know there was a video. All right, let me end this and show the video.
All you're going to see is the rescue.
Yeah, we're going to see a giant man getting plucked out of the well. All right. Man too fat, stuck in wellhead. All right. All right. Do you guys see it now? 154, you see that? How do I play it? Here we go. Let's blast this bitch up, shall we? All right, there he is. I mean, like, let's talk about first impressions, Morgie. If this was you, and you got these paramedics walking around with a video camera, what would you do? What would you say?
Tell them to fuck off and no uncertain terms.
Leave me alone?
Yeah. Don't you dare put that camera on me.
They're filming this. Like, it's embarrassing enough. And by the way, how funny is the dude in front of them, like, chiseling away at the brick like nothing's going on, no big deal. It's like a normal day. A 300-pound man stuck in a well.
Oh, it might just be a normal day. He might do this on a regular basis.
Look how common this guy is.
He's busy securing the safety rope.
Oh, he really is. You're not kidding. So they actually have a rope that they're tying to the wall, hoping to pull this fucker out. Let's see it.
That's more likely a safety so he doesn't slip any further.
This is so fucking hilarious. Yeah. Now they're wedging the scene like, yeah, you're pretty stuck in there, my guy. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, my God. I'm going to lose weight now. If this, people, any chubby motherfuckers out there, if you're watching this and you're not putting down a Twinkie, there's something wrong with you.
Well, at least they
got a belt.
blurred his face.
Are they going to do a helicopter with this? What are they going to do? A tug of war to get him out of there?
Lift him out.
It's obviously they don't have the proper tools, so they're improvising.
Well, is this something that happens every day, you think?
Well, the other side of it is you build a simple A-frame over the guy and use the block and tackle, get him out. Or a come along.
Wow. Here we go. Oh, man, they're strapping him good, too. Hey, honestly, like, this dude's 28 years old.
Two guys to each arm.
How much demasculation is going on right now with this man? I mean, he feels like a baby. He is a baby that is vulnerable right now. I mean, he's got his arms. He can punch you. He can slap you away. He can push you away and all that stuff. But, I mean, we're going to need a helicopter. We're going to need a crane. Do we honestly think that these guys are going to be able to pull him out? And what about if he breaks a rib?
He's
I'm
going.
surprised
He's going. Sorry.
It'd be surprising if he doesn't have internal injuries as it is now.
Right. I mean, they're yanking this motherfucker.
Well, not yet.
Well, this is going to be good. I haven't seen this.
He's going to give free sumo wrestling lessons to all the first responders.
Well, that's a sumo stance right now that he's doing with his arms folded. It's either a Buddha or sumo stance. Here we go. Oh, he's got Josh Abrams titties. He's got Josh Abrams titties. Look at those titties. Oh, those titties.
Evo.
Oh, they didn't show it? What?
He's narrating what happened.
Okay, what is he saying? Translate.
身体倒是没有太大损伤。据我们事后了解，之后人家姓刘，家中的水井早已干枯。
I only speak Japanese, not Chinese.
I thought NJ spoke it.
等一些杂物，想让叫花的儿子稍微踩踩更结实些。结果男子不慎把井内的木头踩断了，坠得更深，这才被卡。
Are you not going to show him getting out of the fucking well?
See if he can get a translation on that.
I just got fucking catfished. I want to see him getting pulled out of the well. They used a double waist knot. Like, I just got fucking catfished.
It looked like they were out, but sideways.
I'm expecting to see this man getting plucked out like a turd. Oh, now we're going to show. I mean, listen. That's disappointing. I wanted to see that fucker getting yanked out of there. Hey, Odin.
Hey, did you see Justin's stream tonight during it?
Who's?
Emo's. Justin Emo. Hollywood.
Briefly, I was in his chat saying hello, trying to be a nice person to everybody in the community.
Oof, he went off again.
Yeah.
Emo being emo.
Right.
It's not an emo stream if he doesn't go off.
Right. I want to find a video of this guy getting fucking plucked out of the fucking well now. What's that noise and stuff? Is that some background from Odin?
Probably.
Yeah, you want to. It sounds like the aliens are coming to Odin's house. All right. So that's one news story. What do you guys think about this new? I mean, who knew that it was, it pays to be fat? Because in that situation, that guy, his life got saved potentially. I mean, we don't know how deep that well was, so I think we're safe to say that guy's life got saved because he was fat.
Yeah, but could you imagine the rash he'll have?
Yeah, not only the rash, but like the demasculation.
Oh, yeah, he's got well rash.
Yeah. All right, so NJ, pick a topic. Pizza, topless, or dildos?
Pizza. I'm sorry. I just got a flash in front of me. Multiple officers shot outside Austin, Texas.
This shit doesn't happen on Wolf Blitzer's show. You two motherfuckers, 15 minutes into this, are jumping in. I have a formatted show. And
Hey, I was there at the beginning.
Hey, Anderson Cooper, I know you're on a live feed right now and you're trying to get to your news program, but did you see what happened to Emo Hollingworth? Like, what the fuck? All right, so pizza, you said, right? Has any of you guys worked at a pizza store before?
No, but I heard it was gross.
I've worked in a couple as far as installing stuff, but no.
Have you ever, okay, anybody work in retail before, like at a store or a convenience store or anything like that?
I worked at a deli as a kid, but I just swept the floors and restocked the shelves.
There was 3 Cinder Park police shot in Texas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did they get him?
I don't know. The CNN hasn't updated their site.
Yeah, it's been hours. He was
Well,
barricaded, I heard.
if there's any live feeds, put it in my private chat, and we'll consider breaking into that. But so back to the original scheduled motherfucking program. We're talking about a pizza place, and this pizza place in particular had a robbery, and robberies are really serious. This is in Delaware, Massachusetts. Delaware. Sorry. This occurred in a Delaware restaurant. The individual attempted to rob the store, and he got a pizza thrown at him. He got a motherfucking pizza thrown at him. Is this the interview with this guy?
Was he tossing dough at the time?
Yeah, cooked extra cheese or extra hot cheese or what?
The owner of a pizza shop used his available resources to fend off a robbery attempt by a man with a machete outside his store in Delaware, police said. He threw a pizza at him. It happened Friday as the owner of Stargate Pizza in Greenwood was closing down his shop for the night. Delaware State Police said in a news release. The owner told the troopers that a man with a machete approached him by demanding money. He said he told him he didn't have any and threw a pizza at him, causing the machete-wielding man to flee in a car.
That must have been some hot pizza.
Well, it could be used as a weapon. Troopers say the shop owner was not injured. They're asking for anyone with information to contact state police. So if there's the news release doesn't say how the pizza was disposed of. Isn't that the funniest part?
They got to check. Yeah, well, they got to check the emergency rooms for people with pizza burns.
Are we sure he didn't apply for a pizza cutter position?
It could have. I mean, you got a machete versus a pizza. You choose.
Well, how's this? A machete versus a pizza oven paddle. Now that's a weapon.
Now, was the pizza left in the box, or was it one on a?
Well, that's the details. It sounds like he took a pizza out of a box and just chucked it at the fucker.
Remind me not to eat at that pizza place
in Delaware. Well, if you get on the guy's bad side, he'll throw a pizza at you.
I would laugh my ass off if he was tossing the pizza crust like they do sometimes. If he put that over the guy's head, that would be funny as hell. You want to hear about another strange one? There's a bodega in New York City got busted into yesterday. They stole an ATM, the entire ATM.
Send me that.
Oh, I don't have it. I just saw a replay of it on the TV. But to describe it, the security camera caught them doing it from two different angles because it was a corner store. And they actually tied a chain to the frame of the van, yanked the ATM out of the building, causing over $10,000 worth of damage, and then loaded on the inside the van and took off.
I know you don't want to talk dildos, but we have a question of the night. NJ Diver, how much is a 3-foot dildo? You have options of 400, 800, 1,000, 1,200, 1,500, or 2,000. So that is the question of the night.
That must be a fancy instrument.
Well, this channel, a big thing about this channel is awareness and education. And we have a criminal on the loose right now for stealing a 3-foot dildo. And
oh my.
He is wanted. We are going to do our best tonight to get his name out there. For those who want to vote, they do the exclamation point, and it's either 400. It's brand new 3-foot dildo. Brand new, right out of the package, not even used. Glitterbug, let's hear your vote. Peachy Rider, let's hear your vote. This is 3 fucking feet, guys.
Did he take a bottle of lube with him or not?
Well, let's find out. I want to get to this story because this is like the story of the. So, man, this made TMZ. So they call him the Dildo Bandit. Oh fuck! I just flashed nothing. Here he is. So this is surveillance of him going into the store while my dogs are barking. So right away, this guy looks suspect.
Yeah, it would be great if we could see him.
Right, but he's wearing a mask on. That's the like if you're gonna steal a 3-foot dildo, are you gonna show your face, Morgie?
Snuggle pause. You haven't got it. You haven't got the tape on.
Oh, fucking A. Sorry. That's why I have you here. Don't mind my dogs barking. My wife is watching them right now. Give me a second. So here we go. Now you're seeing it, right? Breaking news. So here comes the guy walking into the store, and this is a sex store. All they sell is sex stuff, Morgie, at sex stores. Vibrators, dildos.
Gee, I would never have known that.
Strap-ons, dolls. So this guy went straight. Oh, there it is, Morgie. So what is your first impression when you look at that fucking dildo? I mean, listen, there's a lot of options to choose from. There's fancy porn stuff, purses, there's videos.
Those things are expensive.
I don't know if you see on the left, but there's an actual life-size blow-up doll woman, and she's wearing a mask. I don't know. It has a tube attached to it.
Yeah, it's a BDSM shit. Yeah, no, those things are fucking expensive. I can tell. Sorry, didn't mean that as a pun.
You can swear.
Yeah, I know, but we're talking about dildos, sweetheart. Yeah, those things. We did a tour in San Francisco a number of years ago, and they had shall we say, a number of interesting items of that size, and they were not cheap.
3 foot. That's why we're voting. I mean, it's $400, $800, $1,000, $1,200, $1,500, or $2,000. I mean, my first question would be, what would you do with a 3-foot dildo? What would I think you might get more use out of the female blow-up doll, like 10 feet to the dildo's left. I don't know if you see that, but it's got a leg bent, like all these women do in the fancy photos that they bend their legs. It's got a fucking mask on with a tube attached to it. It's got long hair.
Look, he could be gay, and he could be into really interesting anal sex. I mean, you don't know.
How would it fit, though, Odin? Odin, how would it fit?
A lot of lubrication. I got a screen share up for you.
Industrial can of Crisco.
I'll show you screen share after I'm done talking about this dildo, okay?
That's what it is.
Oh, it's the dildo?
Yeah, a picture of one.
I got a little too excited for that. Right, but that's not what we're talking here, guy. That's small potatoes compared to this big motherfucker. This big motherfucker can knock you out, potentially. All right, so let's see how this guy gets away with this. By the way, how impressive does this place? This looks like a Nordstrom. This looks like a Macy's. This looks like a fancy, store, and it's a sex store. It's a sex store. Here we go. Right away, love at first sight, Morgie. What do you think? Do you think he's in love with it right away? Like, right away, he's like, I see it. I want it. I'm going to have it. Like, that's his first impression when he looks at it. Is he wearing a Puma shirt or a Nike shirt?
To be perfectly honest, I think he's got a severe case of penis envy, but anyway.
Oh, that's a Nike shirt. I thought that was Puma.
Yeah, we know it's Josh. Penis envy. It has to be Josh.
How the frick was he able to do that?
Well, he wasn't going to shove it down his pants.
He crashed. Screen froze on my end.
I'm not surprised if he's playing with things that big. Obviously got too excited and booted himself.
Must have been you, Morgie.
Nah, it's not me. I can tell you that much now. Hello, lovely people in chat. No,
El Sanchez, come
how
back.
are we all today? We've lost El Sancho. Ladies and gentlemen, we've lost El Sancho for the time being.
The dildo
we
knocked me off.
think El Sancho just had a moment and has had to go and change his underwear.
The dildo knocked me off. I don't know what just happened. My internet just shut off. We're getting a little rain and stuff over here, so bear with me. All right, you guys okay? You guys missed me that long? Jesus, I was gone for like
Yeah, no, we were having a wonderful time. Hi, Harry, how are you?
3 fucking seconds. All right, so let me get back to that fucking screen about the dildos, because that might have been what shut my internet off for a few seconds. Was the dildos. So where do you guys think? I mean, how much do you guys think a dildo that's 3 feet tall would be worth retail value? Merchandise sales, MSRP. MSRP. What are we thinking?
It's a display.
But who the fuck's going to use it?
A horse or an elephant.
I mean,
It's not actually a display. They do actually use those things.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, not that big.
I could show you a couple of videos, but it'll get me off YouTube again. I can't
No,
die.
thanks.
I can't die twice, my guy. Well, I can, but
I ran out of eye bleach earlier today.
so can somebody guess the state this happened at?
Probably New Jersey.
Oh shit! Is that because NJ's on the panel?
Yep.
I don't know. I haven't heard about it.
That or San Francisco.
No, this happened in Las Vegas. Las Vegas. It is a 3 foot tall, 40-pound dildo.
Well, you do know that a county south of Las Vegas, prostitution's legal.
Right. I mean, that's a big reason why this stuff is okay in Las Vegas. I mean, so the masked man was captured on video as he strode into Deja Vu Love Boutique in Sin City on July 14th and grabbed the massive 3 foot tall, 40-pound member standing on the sales floor. The outlet reported. He got up over his right shoulder and nonchalantly left the premises. Sadly, the pandemic has encouraged even the scummiest of scumbags to steal the strangest products from an innocent business. So I'm going to close the poll now. If you haven't voted, vote now, because I'm about to close the poll, because I've already flashed the fucking price twice already, because I'm a dumb fuck. But thankfully, only one person is sorry.
Hey, Sancho, I left the ATM theft videos there in the private chat.
And he crashed out yet again.
He needs a co-host that can also control this thing.
He probably went to close the screen and booted himself.
I can't keep doing a dildo talk anymore, guys. I can't. I can't. I literally exited the page and I'm good now. So the final answer was $2,000. $2,000 for the dildo. I would love to show the proof, but I'm afraid to even touch the fucking page. Lesson learned. $2,000.
You're afraid to touch the dildo?
I'm afraid to touch the page talking about the dildo because for 2 straight times we've had a problem.
Oh, try that YouTube video I shared. It's only 38 seconds long.
All right. I got 2 other news stories to go through, but let's play this video first. Is it 15 seconds long?
38.
Oh, that's an ad. All right. All right, let me get it fired up. So, kind of what happened to Odin? He left because he seen me left?
No, he just bopped out just now.
So this is from Queens, right?
Yep.
All right. So ATM stolen from Queen's business.
I mean,
Look at this motherfucker. Oh, he's got a van in there. Oh, they're yanking that shit with a van and a chain. Oh no.
yeah, they did $10,000 worth of damage to the metal grating and everything before that happened.
How do they pick it up? That's a heavy motherfucker.
Yeah, 2 of them.
They were able to pick it up? I would have got a hernia picking that bitch up. I would have got a hernia picking that bitch up. Oh. That would have been crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. Let's get back in. Panel links posted. Come on up. Come chit-chat with Sancho. Your chances here. Those who have been dreaming to talk to Sancho can do so. Odin, come right back up. I saw you backstage. All right. Topless or Rhode Island, Morgie? Choose. Morgie?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. Let's talk about tax refunds. Did you, NJ, get your tax refund?
Long time ago.
Long time ago. So the state of Rhode Island a couple weeks ago actually got their state refund checks. A few hundred people, I would say, actually received a tax refund check that was signed by, wait, now it's freezing again. This fucking shit. If I get knocked off again, I'm going to hop back on. I'm going to warn everybody now. Something's funky tonight. I don't know what it is. Maybe mouse has infiltrated my computer. I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
It won't even let me share the screen right now. It's like loading in a pinwheel. So if I disconnect, I'll come right back on.
You have the blue circle of death.
It's a rainbow circle of death. It's on the
you're trying to do too much.
I think so. So, if I lose you guys, I will be back. But right now,
try to see if you get anything running in the background you don't know about.
Nothing. It's just my screen is frozen. I can hear you guys. You can hear me, which is great. So I can kind of quarterback it from here. I think it'll be easier if I jump off and jump back on because right now
I think your screen's suffering from a severe case of no, you're not going to use that dildo on me, mate.
Yeah, that's the funny part. Like my screen was perfectly fine. I played like 7,000 things last night. And tonight, right when I get to the fucking 40-pound dildo, we got problems.
Might need to have you cleared your cache?
I don't think it's the gash. I don't think it's anything like that. I think it's a fucking computer glitch. I think the government is fucking watching me because I complimented a couple auditors. That's what I think. Ever since I've been called a frauditor, I've been feeling like I've been tapped by the FBI.
Ooh, targeted citizen.
Yeah, I'm a targeted citizen. That's what I am. Yeah, telling you. I can see the chat on my phone. I just can't see it over there.
We'll get you your own drone that can follow you around with the lights.
Yeah, I had one of those. My whole shit is frozen. All right. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I should do because if I back out of the screen, you two are going to have to be in charge for 2 minutes so I can get my shit back together. Is that right?
We can do that.
That right now, I'm thinking is the only option is for me to exit out and then just come back in a minute.
Yep. Go ahead. We'll keep it going.
All right. I'm going to exit out. May the force be with you.
And hello, chat. How are you tonight?
It didn't even exit out.
Anybody in there? Hi, Glitter. Hi, Harry. Hi, C. John. Hi, Rada. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Peachy. Hi, Laura. You still there, Andrew? No. Now let's all leave. What, leave him here by himself, Harry? Hi, Gary.
Hey, I'm on my.
Ooh,
Are you there?
we're here.
I'm on my phone right now trying to get back in.
Okay.
All
So
right.
you just showed up back
Give me a
up.
minute. Give me a minute.
What would Chat like to talk about?
I don't want to.
What would Chat like to talk about? Everybody hide. Okay, he's taking the cupboard under the staircase. Come on. NJ, you still there?
I'm sorry, what?
That's okay. Just wondering if you were still there. So, what did everybody think of the tasing?
I'd like to know what he said to bring it about.
You could pick some of it up. Van Balian put a copy of it out where you could actually hear some of it, and he said, "Move away from the car." And he seems to stick his head back into the window, to the driver's window again, and then he moves. And then when the cop moves on top of him, he starts to move back. And there's obviously something about his his computer being up, etc., etc. So I'm gathering that's all you've got to create privacy shit. And obviously he's also said something else, but the fact that he went around the car into the traffic and endangered himself, took the officers' focus away from what they were doing. He's got no one to blame but himself. It's just a shame he didn't have his gun on and his ammo didn't go off when he got tased. That would have been fun.
Yeah, well, that was in Indiana, was it not?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they've got a little statute there about emergency incidents, and he qualifies.
What, that he's an emergency incident, or he's...
If you're told to step back,
You step back.
Yeah, well, he didn't step back enough and or fast enough or get out of the street if he was told to. And that ordinance, or I should say that statute, can be hefty.
Yeah, actually, Glitterbug, I think you're correct. I think we should thank the cop for tasing him. Quite correct. Yeah, no, I agree with you. It's he overstepped the mark, and the fact that he took, the focus off what they were doing. That bloke looked like he was in. He needed some major help because of the way he was on the ground when he was talking to Santa.
Let me see if this is too much for the chat.
What? Joker Doc? Who did they? What, for $150 bail? They had a fundraiser for it. Seriously? You mean the guy's so bloody broke he can't even come up with $150? Fuck. Yeah, that's the one they started to invoke when Josh started pulling all his bullshit, wasn't it, Diver?
That's it. Class A misdemeanor.
Jessica, can you give us a few minutes, because none of us have have authorization to get anybody in from backstage. Sorry, Del. Unless
Yeah,
private has.
the host is having difficulties.
Yeah. Jessica, if you can wait for a few minutes, we'll when Sancho comes back, hopefully they'll get you up. Okay. Oh, look, Jimmy, I agree totally. Santa should have been tased too. The only problem is his cochlear ear implant probably would have exploded if they did that. The host can't get it up. Yeah, he took a giant dildo and he still can't get it up. Abrams is 40 pounds of latex. Santa won't answer questions about being a cop because I'm gathering he failed academy. That's why he's got nothing. He's got nothing to back it up with. Yes, I know, Gigi Marpa. We know what he's doing with it. You know what Sancho's like. It's kind of like Vital. If he hears boob or dildo, he's off, and you don't. That's it for the rest of the night. The night's gone.
Yeah, well, I can't control the screen sharing like he can.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, thank you for Stalbert. I didn't know there was an hour-long video on that.
I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Are you?
Yeah, well.
Can everybody else hear me okay?
Someone say boob?
Oh, God, look what show. Sorry. Hi, Sancho.
Did someone say boob? Someone say ama? Someone say boob? All right. Sorry, guys. Thank you for helping. Thank you.
Okay.
You guys were talking about Hoosier News Now, right?
Yep.
You want to just transition the fuck out of this and go to that? I will. Do you guys want to see him get tased?
But Stalwart was saying that there's now an hour video up where ambulances and all kinds of things showed up as well.
Oh, I feel so bad.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I feel so bad.
I know. Excuse me.
First the computer and now this. I mean, this is like
Yeah,
I already got I have a PayPal going for my, to help my computer out, and now this. I mean, this is.
Well, I think I'm just going to rage quit. I just can't take this anymore.
Wow. Don't. I would have to end the stream then. No. Well, no. No. All right. So let's play.
Thank you, Harry.
All right. I'm gonna play this. Don't fucking freeze on me, you cocksucker.
We'll put it up on screen.
I restarted the whole fucking computer. All right. So let's go. I guess we're plugging Hoosier News Now
and show him some love and support. Indie News on the Street and Hoosier News Now, we're doing a cop watch. Indie News on the Street on video captured the cop tasing Hoosier News Now. This video is insane. Please post your comments and go over and show support to both channels. Thanks, everybody.
We got traffic stop. We got sort of a guy down. We're on our way to see if there was a DUI, but looks like there's just a guy here. Maybe he needs some medical attention. He's sitting on the ground, possibly dehydrated, or give him some water. getting this information. I'm not sure why, but they like to run everybody they can run. But
Yeah. Let's just get negative right from the jump.
Here's a question: why do frauditors always have to spit, snort, and
Well, why are they going to give their fucking opinion? Shut up and film. I didn't ask for your opinion. Like, I'm not saying they're not allowed to give it, but like right off the bat, it's like, oh, they're asking for an ID. They do that with everybody, and it's like there's already a negative connotation to this already, and I'm just like, wasn't this guy a former cop allegedly, and now he hates cops?
the active word there is allegedly.
Right. I mean, that's my first. I mean, this is an audit breakdown because I like the guy to be here if I did that. But I'm already sensing a negative tone towards police, and I would like to know why. Why is a fat white guy who looks like Santa, who was an officer, against the police? I think that's a legitimate question.
Well,
Can we start off there?
He said that it was due to. He said that it was due to corruption that he found. So I'm gathering that he got done for it was him that did the misconduct, and he got kicked out. And probably kicked out during his TO.
Is it like Scientology? Like the people who leave it is because they saw the light and they're now against it, and the people who hate Scientology welcome them? Is that how it is?
Not necessarily, but when the time he was in, the police corruption was pretty high, I have to admit.
All right. So is Indie News the creepy guy right over there? I don't know if you see my mouse, but is he in a bike lane right now?
I can't tell. Can you load up?
Yeah, let me load up and load back in. I can't zoom in, but let's go.
yeah, how's it going? All right.
Well, that's good. He's being nice there.
I don't think he's walked over the
They're
car
in the
yet.
car park at the moment.
We're out here with
There he is.
Yeah, there.
News now.
All right, the camera's on him. All right.
The reason he's not carrying the gun right now is he has a felony pending from his last arrest.
All right. Now, right away, he's in the street. Why is he in it?
Not yet.
Why? He's heading towards the street.
He's on the passenger side right now.
Right. But
No, you're right.
that's fine right now. He's on public easement, so he can do that. He's on the sidewalk. But then he goes around into the bike lane. Now is it safe to say that he might be a traffic risk now?
Absolutely.
You tell that there's a bike lane there.
Isn't it a bike lane?
That's what Rogue said last night, and I can't tell unless he fucking did Google Maps or something. I can't tell it's a bike lane.
Do you know the address that this happened at?
I don't.
I'll do a Google Maps if someone gets me a fucking address. Let's see if there's a bike lane. Because I heard on Discord someone say bike lane.
Yeah, that was Rogue.
Yeah, that's where I heard it from.
Yeah,
But
well,
even the cops are in the bike lane. Now, Taser News now is in the traffic lane.
In the what?
Traffic lane.
Right.
So either way, he's a danger at this point.
So they ask, can you step away from the car?
Right, there's your first time being told to get away.
Does he have a right to tell you to go fuck yourself?
Yes and no. He has a right to film what he can see in the car. The cops will close the computer. Once you're told to get away from the vehicle, you should get away from the vehicle. Especially if the vehicle's unlocked. If the cops jumped out right away to render aid to this guy, they may not have time to lock the cars or pull their screens down.
Okay. All right.
And now they're a little upset.
So already 2 officers are worried about 1 person. And
Right.
now an officer's attention is now being put in another direction, correct?
Right. And pay attention to the
Problematic a
traffic.
little bit.
Pay attention to the traffic on this road also, and I'll explain why that's a concern in a
That's
minute.
the used video in the car.
No, dipshit's pointing for some reason.
Do you know if they have body cam foot?
I've heard different stories. Someone said yes, someone said no. I know Kate and them have FOIA'd what they do have.
Right.
They did seize his camera for evidence. I'm not sure if you can get that after the trial or not, but I don't know.
So when he went on the passenger side, he was filming the laptop. Is that
inside the car?
Right. Legally, he can do so, but does that raise a little red flag to you guys? Like, what are you doing?
Absolutely. If you have weapons and stuff in the car, especially, and the guy said the car wasn't secured in time when the cop jumped out to help this guy on the ground.
But how often is it when you're dealing with emergencies?
Your first concern is what the person on the ground, what's going on with him.
Right.
Is he bleeding out? Is he having a seizure? Is he having a heart attack? You know, you shouldn't have. Sadly, you shouldn't have to think about locking your car doors from dipshits. Unfortunately, these assholes, you do.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you to protect the information,
Correct.
though, at the end of the day, right?
Correct.
And the other thing is these assholes walked up on them. They didn't, they obviously saw it and pulled in to see what was going on.
Right.
Right. All right. Step back.
Someone said dipshit said or what? Well, here's or what.
Or what?
That's what someone
So-
said. Yeah.
His feet right now. Can I zoom in on this bitch? Let me try to zoom in. No, I can't.
My question is, was he live streaming?
We don't know.
Honestly,
No.
we'd have had it.
Yeah.
It would have been before Indy,
Yeah.
but you
That was
can
about
see
both.
his feet are in the street right now.
Absolutely.
Okay, they just tased Who's News Now.
Such a joyous sound.
How calm is this motherfucker with the camera? Okay, they just tased Who's Your News Now. It's like the dude isn't affected by this shit. Isn't this his friend?
What do you want from Santa Beaties?
No, the guy just got shot in the head. I'm here documenting it. It's like, what the fuck? He should be called Joe Cole. All right, let's see that again. Just check how calm this motherfucker is. Was that a cat? All right.
He knew if he had gotten excited and ran towards it, he'd be doing the same jig.
Right. Yeah. My
We
one.
won't- oh, sorry. Excuse me.
I got. Yeah. Go ahead. What'd you say?
Morgie, you still there? Morgie?
I don't know. No, she left. She's on mute. All right, let's go.
Okay, they just tased Who's News Now. He's continuing to tase him. He's not resisting arrest. And he's
Now they're not continuing. There's now correct me if I'm wrong. There's a recourse effect that plays in with a taser that has to. You can't just turn it off. Correct?
It's 5 seconds, but it does appear he did jolt him twice. There was one
Did he?
and then the second time to make him get his hands in the back behind him.
I think that was a little excessive.
Well, the tasing or the second tase?
Both.
No, the first tase absolutely not. And here's my answer. My question. Answer why to that. Remember, I asked you to watch the traffic behind them. So the last thing you want to do is go hands-on with someone in the road. I don't care how small or how big they are. If they push you, now you're in traffic and can get run over quite easily, or hit by a car. Same for the suspect. You also don't want to OC him at that point, because if you blind him and he runs into traffic, now he gets hit by a car. So your last least lethal weapon option is your taser. The cop had every right to tase him at that point to get him out of the roadway.
All right. I'm going to do a poll. Let me play this.
Tasing. He's continuing to shock him. I'm not sure why. He was backing up. What's that? I'm not going over there. I'm not sure why he tased him. There's no legal reason to.
He's still calm. This guy's like,
I've got it all on video.
stone cold calm.
There was no call for that, sir.
You a naughty,
I was
sir.
sitting there talking about how good you were doing helping somebody, and then you do that. That's wrong. That's wrong. You're earning the hate.
Oh.
You're the reason that good officers get shot.
Oh.
Is there a reason why I can't sit here? Is there a reason I can't stand here? Well, that's blocking it anyway, so there's nobody driving right here, right? I'm getting the best shot I can get. I'm not interfering. You need to de-escalate, Officer Ashley.
Sancho, pause it for a minute,
De-escalate, not escalate.
Hold on.
De-escalate.
He's more mad now than when it was happening.
Correct. And he's the one escalating it. But what I wanted to point out was a couple seconds behind, now the poor guy they were rendering first aid to is now laying flat on the ground again.
Are they helping him or are they?
They were helping him. They were they were trying to, and he was sitting up when they were there. Now he's laying flat on the ground again.
Yeah, he looks absolutely rigid, so I don't know what's going on. Sorry about that. I'm working from home, so.
Okay.
Let's try that again. Now, are you going to see that shot from over here somewhere?
No. Go back.
Just keep playing.
Yeah, let's just play through.
Right there is fine. So now he's sitting up fine.
So we have a poll. Was the tasing justified? Yes or no? Vote yes, vote no. So he's sitting down right now, this guy. Everything's cool. Then let's see what happens.
And watch the guy on the ground.
Okay, they just tased who's now. He's continuing to tase him. He's not resisting arrest, and he's tasing him. He's continuing to shock him. I'm not sure why. He was backing up. What's that? I'm not going over there. I'm not sure why he tased him. There was no legal reason to.
Thank you, Johnny Cochran.
I've got it all on video. There was no call for that, sir. Officer, I was sitting there talking about how good you were doing helping somebody, and then you do that. That's wrong. That's wrong. You're earning the hate. You're the reason that good officers get shot and get hit. Is there a reason why I can't sit here? Is there a reason I can't stand here? Well, that's blocking it anyway, so there's nobody driving right here, right? I'm getting the best shot.
Why is he laying down now?
Exactly.
We're going back to what we originally came for. Butternut, you okay tonight?
Here,
Oh yeah. No, I'm good.
No issues?
Yeah, so they've taken
Lots of issues, nothing on stream.
So now they've taken they've taken both officers away from the person they were trying to help. So that to me is interfering with the scene. So as far as I'm concerned, he got everything he bloody deserved.
Exactly. And Santa Beatties could have been charged also with that 150-foot rule and obstruction.
All I can get. I'm not interfering. You need to de-escalate, Officer Ashley.
I am. I'm speaking to you.
No, de-escalate, not escalate. De-escalate. De-escalate.
We have a scene that we're working.
Don't be disorderly. De-escalate. De-escalate. I'm backed up. Many. Look, all the distance here. All the distance here.
Legally, it's 100 feet. Okay? I don't want to jam you up over anything. I'm just trying to be nice.
Okay.
Wow. What do we think? Was the
Santa's been
tasing
charged.
justified? Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he was told to get away from the car. He refused to get away. He didn't follow the order. He was given multiple chances. He then said, or what? And he found out. Simple.
Or not?
I only came in on like the last.
Was the tasing justified? Yes or no?
Oh no, that guy needed taste.
Yeah,
You have
exactly.
feedback.
He was told to get away from the car.
I don't know
He
much
didn't get
about
away. He
it,
didn't
but
follow the
I
order.
heard what the guy was saying, and
He then
Butternut, you have a feedback. You're listening to the show still.
well, I only came in like
Fuck me in the
on
ass.
the
This
last
should be all
quarter,
night.
but no, the guy needed taste. I only came in.
Okay, my guy, you're listening to the show and you're on the show. That creates a little bit of a problem. Is it good now? All right. I think you're good now. Just shut the show off. I don't need the like. I need you up here. And hey, can somebody get me the Teresa R video so that way we'll show it to Butternut again? Put it in private for me.
What's funny is the cop threatened to tase on the live feed. The cop threatened to tase Santa also.
Yeah, I don't want to show a lot because that crew likes to fucking strike people. So
Okay.
I just wanted to show the tasing.
Yeah.
I'll show Teresa's clip as well to promote her. So the big question is, was the tasing justified? NJ Diver, what do you think?
I don't know the details of the encounter, but
You just saw
from
it.
what I could see, yes.
All right. Someone put that in private chat for me. Anybody have any questions in chat? We kind of did a 360 on the strange news stuff. I was going to report on the state of Rhode Island. They had tax returns and they accidentally sent out some checks signed by Mickey Mouse. That's a real story. Yeah, real story.
In private, Sancho.
Thank you.
That's not. I'm sorry, Mark. Go ahead.
But
That's
seriously,
cool.
though, like if anybody knows where that guy is who stole the dildo in Las Vegas, if you spot the dildo, it is a 40-pound dildo. Hold on, because I didn't get to do this. It's kind of a public service announcement, Butternut, so please. If anybody has seen this man, that's what he looks like. This is what he was wearing. This was about 4 days ago in Las Vegas. So if you have seen him or the dildo, please contact the Futternut, futternut@gmail.com.
He's
his
walking
email.
very bow-legged right now.
Actually, it's futternut8@gmail.
I didn't even want to give you a real email.
And I would love to know what the fuck that guy did with that dildo.
He stole it, and we don't know where it is.
Well, I know he stole it. I'd like to know what happened to that dildo after.
Can we
he
find
stole it.
out who stole it before we find out where it is?
Like, I wanted to exclude myself, but seeing the size of that dildo, I'm cool with just
impossible.
knowing what happened to it afterwards.
Yeah, it's impossible to exclude yourself once you see the size of that dildo.
The
Yeah.
guy's walking very funny right now. Should be easy to spot.
Does he throw it away after? Like, he's like the trash man going to find a 40-pound dildo in the trash one day? I mean, all right, so let's see
Come on,
Teresa's
that's-
our video.
Well, are you gonna like hashtag royalty exotic rentals?
No, man, I'm trying to find a criminal.
What?
That's what I'm trying to do.
You gotta grow your channel, dude.
I'm trying to find a bad criminal who stole a dildo. Are you here to confess that you're the person who stole the dildo?
If I could get it past the fucking Canadian border, absolutely.
All right, so
American jail is better than Canadian.
have you seen the tasing? All right, I'm going to play it for you now, Futter, okay? Slow mo.
Think about this, Sancho, while I was queuing up. Play cops and robbers. What would you do in that situation to get them out of the road?
Well, pepper spray was my answer until I realized that he would go into the street and get hit by a car.
All right.
So
Doesn't tasing do the exact same thing as pepper spraying, basically?
No.
it doesn't.
It locks your muscles up. You fall one direction.
Okay, let's watch the video.
And you have the ability as a police officer to manipulate the position you want the tase suspect to go to, correct?
Correct. It's like a big tree falling.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I'm getting an argument with somebody.
Nope. I'll end the stream before that. Let's rewind it because someone talked over it.
There is no way I've had this much to drink. Like,
Father, if you try to hijack this show, my guy, I'll kick you backstage and tell you to fuck yourself. Don't hijack. No, I don't give a shit about drinking. We're trying to watch somebody get tased in slow motion, my guy. Hang in with us, okay? Don't stick out. Don't agitate. Audit.
yeah.
It looks like the cops done it deliberately to get him out of the street.
Absolutely. The cops escorting him.
What other option is there?
That
was my point.
Yeah. Yeah. Now that you look at it, it's because he's going to fall like a tree in a forest. Yeah.
Yeah.
And as you can see there doesn't look like there's a bike lane there. Can anybody see a?
I can't.
Well, it doesn't matter about the bike
It
lane.
looks like a bike lane. Yeah, it does. You don't see the two white lines? It's a bike lane.
But where the driver's side door is not a bike lane.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the thinnest bloody bike lane I've ever seen.
Ex-bootlicker, stop fucking multiple spam and shit.
And the fact that those lines are actually in the driveway.
Yeah, it looks like a gutter to me. I mean,
I don't see a bike lane there.
No,
I
I
see.
can't see it.
You don't see a bike lane right there?
No, it's a drive.
No, I see a difference between road projects.
yeah, it looks like a drain.
Yeah, it's a drain. It's a drain at the end of the driveway.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, they just tased.
Don't argue with
He's continuing to tase him. He's not resisting arrest.
That was Teresa adding a little.
Yeah.
Just for the record. Just for the record, it looks like a bike lane, and that screen was added. It wasn't him. Although
That looks like a drain to me.
my one interaction with this cunt was a hateful email that he got about how much he hates me, and I've never spoken to him before. So
Who's
there's Who's Your News Now?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think people have a reason to hate you, but not because you don't react to their videos.
Right. Well, no, he said on a show that I was a really bad person, and I emailed him. I'm like, I've never met you before. How am I a really bad person? And then he just
that the same
rambled on.
show that I'm banned off of.
Yeah, that we don't talk about.
Okay.
He's continuing to tase him. He's not resisting arrest, and he's tasing. He's continuing to shock him. I'm not sure why.
Because he continues to.
He's backing up. What's that?
Because he
I'm not
continues
going
to act out.
I'm not sure why he tased.
Well, he didn't comply with orders, Butternut. I think that's the biggest issue we're having.
He continued to act out.
He was told to back up, and he didn't back up. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Absolutely.
How many times do you need to say it before you pull out your taser?
I don't know. There's a black cop against a white person.
Color has nothing to do with it. I hate that being.
What has race got to do with this?
Yeah. It's an idiot in the roadway who won't move.
Okay. Would you say the same thing if it's a black person? Or
Absolutely.
From the
Then let's
look.
go to a video of a white person, like a white cop, doing it to a black person.
Okay.
The exact same thing.
Yeah, what's your point?
Let's just see a white cop do it to Josh, and everybody will be happy.
Yeah, that's true too.
Oh, wait. If a white cop did that to Josh, I'd actually pay the white cop.
I tried getting Josh tased for charity, and that didn't work out well. So I'm kind of, not happy to see someone in pain.
I'm sorry, I don't know very many people of this community, but I do know Josh, and I think that Josh is a fucking pussy.
Oh, we know that.
I'm glad you let your feelings out there.
There's no legal reason to.
Other than these other 10 statutes that give us legal reason to.
I've got it all on video.
From the way Santa's acting, do you guys think that they actually set that up so that they could probably get something like that to happen?
Well, we all know he thinks he's getting paid from this.
Oh, does he? Good luck.
Absolutely. I mean, does he have a legitimate case for a lawsuit?
No.
Wait, Josh?
No.
No, who's here?
Hoosier. Josh's buddy Hoosier got tased. That's the person we just showed.
I don't think there's a legitimate case.
He got a case, you said? Case?
I don't think that there's a legitimate claim against him being tased.
No, there's not.
Him being tased was the less lethal option.
What he thinks he's going to get and what's actually the proper law. You forget that these guys have no idea of the law or how it's applied.
Well, here's the thing. I actually 100% agree with First Amendment auditors. But if you want to act a fool...
Yeah, but I'm not saying I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that the majority of these frauditors, okay, they don't know the law correctly. They don't know how it's applied, and they don't know police training and how that's applied. So they go in thinking that they know everything when they obviously don't. And
so Truth Teller says no, there was an ambulance en route and the officer had to secure the area.
Well, no, actually, you know what? Let's disregard the first aspect of whoever commented. There was an ambulance in the area.
Okay, 1 second, Futter.
Futter, man, what is wrong with you, Futter?
Come up on the panel.
Am I breaking up or?
No, you're good. I just think you're toastier than a toasted grams right now.
Yeah, a little bit.
Trump said this is white privilege. How is it white privilege?
No.
Where's that at?
It's up top a little bit. He also made some other comments about us being not. This is the effing Tyrant Dome. I've been here for 5 minutes.
We have a poll going, and it's 100% yes right now. Was tasing justified? So why don't you fucking vote and see who's right and who's wrong here? We're giving our opinions. You guys are the ones who are going to vote on this.
Okay, so let's do a recap. These two retards came up onto a scene where the police were trying to help somebody. Dick for Brains decided to go and be an asshole. He was told to get away. He refused a legal order. He started to argue. Now the cops have taken their focus off the gentleman that they were trying to help. There's obviously an ambulance has obviously been called for this gentleman. So they get this idiot out of the way so that they can deal with the bloke. And if you have a look, once Santa's giving his little diatribe, the bloke's back on the ground. So whatever's going on, the guy's either in the middle of having seizures or something.
Can somebody give me the link to the Discord of the charges? I have to download it though.
Actually, I hear what Morgan's saying. It's like you guys have said that I'm too impaired. Now imagine I came up to your crime scene. You guys are First Amendment auditors. And I came up and did everything. Would you not want medical assistance to deal with me? Like I'm no longer part of pro or anti.
Well, the paramedics do check him out. Once they actually called another ambulance for Hoosier News Now.
But if I was sitting there standing in front of traffic, would you not want somebody to check me out?
Yeah, but they did that. We just didn't see that in the video.
Yeah, no, and I've only came in at like half-mast.
That's okay. It's okay, Fudder, because that part we don't get to see. That's just been put up on somebody's stream. But what chat was saying was that there is now an hour-long video that shows you the rest of what happened, and it seems that the cops had called an ambulance for the guy that they were originally looking after before dickhead went around to play silly buggers.
Snow Rules 888. It's not do what I say or I use violence. Well, yes, it is. If the cop gives you a lawful order to move from an area and you choose not to, then his only other option is to use violence. At what level of violence you want to use, that's up to you. Feel free to come up on the panel, either one of you or Trump, if you want to discuss it.
Yeah, Harry Balls is correct in that.
I don't have his current charge, but I do have why his gun is. He no longer has his gun. These are the pending charges that he has going on from July. Resisting law enforcement, pointing a. Is that what I'm looking at? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Harry
The
Ball.
charges from last night were not leaving the emergency incident scene and resisting an officer.
No, this was his charge in July, correct?
No, I know. I'm talking about last night's charges.
Right, but what's on the screen right now?
Hold on.
2017 or 28 or 2020.
Yeah, that's
Let
his
Harry
felony.
July 13th.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Or
felony.
both of those. Pointing a firearm and resisting.
Is that what he's charged with, Harry Balls?
Yeah, not from last night, from the previous
No,
July.
previous. I said previous in July. This is what he's charged. Okay.
But you're also
Yeah,
taking the
I don't
cop
know.
side of this.
I don't know much about that case from July.
Hold on.
He was charged with pointing a weapon at an officer. So I don't know much about that.
From what I saw of that fucking video, there was no weapon actually
No,
procured.
fodder, my guy. You got to hang with us. Or this is the previous charge in July, my guy.
Right. There's no video of the July. Not that I know of. There's no video.
No,
of
this was July incident that I just flashed up on the screen.
Yeah,
Now,
both of those were July
he
incidents.
usually has a gun. He doesn't have one, and he got tased yesterday. And we showed the video of him getting tased, fodder. Are you with us?
I'm with you. I'll mute myself until the next video.
Do you feel like the officer felt threatened, fodder?
If on his computer screen it said that the suspect was known to carry a firearm, no, I do not believe that the officer would have been incorrect in putting a bullet in his ass.
What?
Anyway.
All right, fodder. I don't know what to do with this guy. He's not listening. That's the problem.
No, he's confused about the two.
Yes, he's confused. So, okay, let's go back to yesterday, fodder. The incident of the guy getting tased. We played the video of him getting tased. There was no gun involved, nothing. He was on the officer's left side of the vehicle, and
Did the officers know there is no gun involved?
Yes, they didn't. Fodder, man, I can't keep going back. They already know that.
No, go on. Fuck, I'll shut up.
Okay. Harry Balls, do you think the officer felt threatened?
No. He doesn't have to feel threatened. Again, you have to look at your options. How do you remove this person from that scene?
So there's information from a post on any news community page that no bond, court 8:30 on Tuesday. He is up Schitt's Creek. He's still in jail right now.
Most likely they'll revoke both his bonds, is my guess.
Okay. So I am welcoming anybody to come up on panel who disagrees with anybody on this panel and thinks that it was out of line, it wasn't justified, the officer was wrong. This is an open discussion. Tim, how are you tonight? Are you there, Tim?
Microphone.
Tim Barry coming in hot with the mute button.
Hey, how you guys?
Hey, Tim, what do you think about this tasing
Hey, Tim, how you doing,
incident?
bud?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're here, Tim.
Honestly, I think it's justified. There, I just muted the other channel. Yeah, I think everything was
I'm sorry, Tim.
justified. And I think everybody in the panel does too.
Trump said, "Come on up on panel, dude.
That-
I want someone to kind of disagree, and we need the difference of opinion." I think the biggest question that we're looking at here, guys, is did he need to comply with what he thinks was an unlawful order? He was told to back up. He was probably told once, maybe twice, and then tased immediately. The other side of the fence is looking at it multiple ways. He was on a public easement.
But there's a time. There's a time to handle that.
Hold on 1 second, though, Sancho.
Where does
Hold on.
public easement come into play?
He's not on a public easement. He's in traffic. He's in traffic.
And they're actually in the parking lot of a CVS. So there you go.
I know it came in late and everything else, but I don't think that public easement comes into play.
Futter, I'm giving you the other side of the fence of what the difference of opinion is, Futter.
Except I actually agree with you guys.
Okay.
Like, if the
Futter,
guy,
my guy, you gotta
No, I'd love to disagree with you.
Okay, I'm looking for someone who will disagree with us, and I want them to come on panel and have an opinion disagree.
Well, Trump said you've said nothing.
Excuse me, Sancho?
Yes.
Excuse me, Sancho?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. What I was trying to say earlier was, if you're having a problem with the cop for any reason, there's a time and a place to settle it. There's a process you have to go through. Okay? If you don't like the cop talking to you the way he did, all he had to do is just walk away from the car, go to the police station, and file a report. But no, he pushed it.
Right.
Case closed.
Not only that, but Hoosier News Now and Santa Claus both know that statue in Indiana because they told Josh and about it regarding leaving the scene of an emergency incident scene. And for them to challenge that, it's not an unlawful order. They know it's on the books. So right there negates their argument that it was an unlawful order.
Look, the bottom line is this: he interfered. If they were going to do an actual audit, they would have stayed where they were and just filmed. They didn't do that. They encroached.
Point of view.
They encroached on the officers doing their job by going up to the car and taking their focus off the gentleman they were dealing with. Now, if you look back when, like I said, when Santa is giving the diatribe, and you look at the way that guy is on the ground, it looks like he's having a seizure.
Uh-huh.
So as far as I'm concerned, that fucker deserved everything he got, and he should have gotten another couple of volts just for good measure. He could have put that bloke's life at risk.
Absolutely.
So, as far as I'm concerned, I'm fed up with these fuckers. They basically need, it's just lucky he didn't get shot.
She's fed up, Butternut.
Yeah, sure.
Oh no, I actually have a bone to pick with Morgie on a personal level, but quite frankly, what she just said is, I don't have anything to disagree with her on. We'll go to the next video and then I'll discuss it with her.
Well, I kind of switched over to open panel instead of what the title says.
Go up to Peachy Ryder's comment about Georgia, because Georgia did recently pass a new law, which is quite interesting, and it's basically due to these First Amendment auditors.
In Georgia, it's against the law to intimidate and harass the police. Goes under the hate law crime. Is that it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that just came in here.
Yeah,
it gives them the right to sue you.
Yep.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, well, it does.
Here's the thing: I'm Canadian, and I don't have a First Amendment right. But as much as I disagree with the First Amendment auditors, I say, right on. As long as you're not being a fucking nuisance to society, right on. Do it.
Hey, NJ, do you know what page that is, what you just sent me, my guy? The first thing you just sent me, the section 35 thing.
The IC-35. That's the charge.
Is that right here?
Yep, it's in there.
Well, it's 24 pages, so I'm trying to do you know what page exactly it's on?
No, because I can't see the document you're really working with, but just go by the numbers.
You gave me the document. You don't know what page it's on?
I pull it myself and make up what you just see in the private chat. So I have it. I don't need to go back for it.
It's in there. That's all you need to
Down
know.
the bottom, look at the numbers, 44.1-4-5.
Right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're taking this slight break to scroll
It's
through
24 pages. It's intimidating when you see 24 pages.
Big words for them.
What number?
So being intimidated.
35, 44, 1, 4.5. 35, 44, 1, 4.5. See how fucking challenging this is right now?
It's not though.
Guy, you could have already found the page number for me and told me by now.
It's
35.
But Sancho, we just love abusing you.
Yeah, wait till you realize the next fucking citation is 44.124.
Oh, dude. I'm trying to find the page number.
7.
7?
Can you do a text search?
How do I go to set 1?
I'm just fucking with you, bro. I have no idea.
Dude, give me the fucking page number.
I see.
I posted it in chat.
Oh, you did?
I see.
Highlight it.
44.1.42.
Control F.
Emergency incident area.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Now, Sancho, you see why I'm sorry, Sancho, you see why I do this ahead of time?
I mean,
it's worked for us.
I didn't see a page number over there, my guy.
Well, NJ, this does seem like a right move, but kind of a dick move at the same time.
That's the
Because
law.
not only that, you
I'm
did
truth telling.
44.15, and then you followed up 44.4.
Right. And I'm high. So this is what Josh is being charged with: impersonation of a public servant. Section 6, a person who falsely represents that the person is a public servant with intent to mislead and induce another person to submit to false authority and otherwise to act on the other person's detriment in reliance on the false representation commits impersonation of a public servant, class A misdemeanor. However, a person who falsely represents that person is 1, a law enforcement officer, or 2, an agent or employee of the Department of State Revenue, and collects any property from another person, commits a level 6 felony. All right.
What is a level 6 felony?
My guy,
here we go.
I just read it, my guy. Don't fuck with me.
Hey, Sancho, it's the 21st and 22nd.
No, I'm not trying to fuck shit up.
Section 13, you're fucking it up. I'm gonna kick you backstage. Section 13. Hey, now is this what you're talking about? Obstruction of traffic?
Oh, good grief.
No.
All we're talking about is the emergency
Refusal to leave an emergency incident area.
Right. And
I
regarding
see
that, truth teller.
3544.
They don't have it in the same numbers as what
It's on the 21st and 22nd pages.
Oh my god, that's so hard.
So we'll go down
Can't find it.
3, 22, 21. Here we go. Refusal. I see how fucking easy that took, NJ? 5 minutes. 5 minutes. You've been dangling this. 5 minutes. You've been dangling this carrot in my fucking face, and all I asked you to do was give me a page number. Here we go.
He did. He did that at 10:24 p.m.
I found it in 2 seconds. IC 3544.1-4.5. Refusal to leave an emergency incident area. Section 5. A person who is not a firefighter or knowingly or intentionally refuses to leave an emergency incident area immediately after being requested to do so by a firefighter or law enforcement officer commits a Class A misdemeanor.
And
how
if
do
you
we
want to
get
back
that
up to 4.2, you'll find the definition of an emergency incident area.
Emergency incident area, section 2, as used in this chapter. Emergency incident area means the area surrounding a structure, vehicle, property, or area that is A, 1, defined by police or firefighters with flags, barricades, barrier tape, and other markers, or 2, one was not or, it's and. Sorry, I don't know why I say or like it's an optional choice. It's not optional. These are the two things. 150 feet in all directions from the perimeter of the emergency incident, whichever is greater, as added by PL 126 2012, section 54.
PL means public law.
Can I also be like arbiter to devil's advocate here?
All right, I gotta go pee. I'll be right back.
Okay. One, I actually agree with that. 150 feet within a crime scene, you need to be posted there. And that's not like an American thing. That's actually pretty standard. But the thing is you have
the problem with that is we've got,
and it's not by yellow tape. You actually, an officer has to come to you, and it doesn't matter if it's a corporal, a sergeant, master sergeant, a chief of police. Anybody representing the police department has to say, hey, you're within 100 feet of a crime scene. Please back up.
hey, guess what? We've got 50 different versions of that. The one he just read's only good in Indiana.
Yeah, you see, that tasing thing is, you know what? I believe the guy needed tased, but without knowing any background, I don't actually know shit.
Well, I missed.
Waiting to hear about the next guy, and I'm gonna.
What next guy? What next guy? There's no next guy.
We only have one tasing tonight.
That's all that's happened. Who else gets tased? That's an auditor.
Oh wait, that was the auditor that got tased?
Oh.
Holy fuck, bro!
How about you fucking tase him and you kick him in the fucking teeth? I love the fucking First Amendment, but
he is trash.
No.
Joe, I think he's been imbibing a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Like, I love you. You know that.
I love
right?
you too, but
I gotta worry about you. I have to worry about the Futternut brand right now, and right now the Futternut brand might not be represented as futterish as we want Futternut brand to be represented.
I can prove you right.
Oh God.
Did you just wink? You're not the only guy who's been intoxicated winking at me before, but that was a little creepy.
Shut your
No, the thing is, I actually understand the entire thing. If
Yeah.
I
It's
have
a brand.
friends, and
You
I
run my Discord, you're a brand, so like you got to protect your brand. You know, like you have an image out there that you want to protect.
No, I actually don't.
You don't want to be known as a sloppy drunk. You know what I'm saying? You want to provide, you know, because when I have you sober, you're top notch. When I have you sober, you're an Australian diamond. When I have you sober, you're an
fucking few seconds.
You want me to give you 2 seconds of what?
Mute time.
Mute time? Do you want me to kick you backstage for a few to chill out, and then I'll bring you back in like 2-3 minutes? Is that cool?
Well, you brought me in on a fucking tasing thing, and
Well, I didn't know you were fucking drunk, my guy. I don't have a breathalyzer backstage.
Maybe you should.
Always expect me to be drunk.
I don't want to. I
Fair
want
enough.
you to love people. I want you to be sober and love people.
Okay, then just I'm gonna hit the mute button.
Okay. Are you gonna stare at us the whole time?
That's kind of creepy.
Are you gonna put your head down the whole time? Or what are you I love this guy. I do.
Little bit more.
I'm gonna watch the
unconscious.
fucking goddamn videos.
All right, there's no videos, my guy. This show just got derailed. Listen, I'm gonna do you a big favor because I love you. I'm gonna allow you to still be on mute and yell the living shit out of me and say whatever you want about me. Just do it all on mute so I can't hear you, my guy. Go right ahead and let that shit out. There you go. He's letting it out. So while he
Yeah.
was
Yeah, but what about those of us that can read lips?
right.
He's like a drunk bucket boy.
No, I don't think so.
I used to work for a school for the deaf.
Even when he's drunk, he's still an intelligent guy.
He is. Close your poll, or Sancho.
All
What's the
right.
final outcome?
Because you asked nicely.
I said please.
What do you guys think the final outcome is?
I'm gonna say 90 to 10.
No, it's actually.
Has he got any priors? That's the question.
Nobody voted no, and they're bitching in the chat that no, but they don't type vote no, or they don't come on the panel to disagree. Like,
how many votes was that?
It was
Does
8 votes.
Yeah. Does anyone know if he's got any priors?
Who?
Oh
Who
yeah,
knows?
he's got a shitload.
Oh yeah.
He's out on bail right now, NJ. For pointing a firearm at an officer and resisting.
I played that, NJ. Were you not paying attention, NJ? I already played that. I already showed it. It's right here, NJ. Pay attention, my guy. Futternut's paying more attention than you are.
Just watching the Somali rescue.
You want me to go through a 24-page document for 5 fucking minutes, but you're not paying attention. There you go, NJ Diver. Do you see what's on the screen? And
Well, I also heard he's got no bail. So yeah.
That was on last night's charges.
Who's also a basic sov said he doesn't believe in licenses and rego and all that kind of crap. He's got a shitload of citations for that as well.
Oh, excuse me. No fizzy. I don't drink.
When he's prone down on the ground, asks for his mommy, is quite funny also.
All right. So do you guys want to move on from Hoosier News now and talk about whatever you guys want to talk about? Because my format got thrown out the fucking window tonight.
Not our fault.
I know. We'll do it live. We'll do it live. We tried doing it live, and I got fucking bamboozled. Every orifice there was a dick in tonight.
Ooh. Ouch.
That's Sancho's Sunday night usually, though. So
you want to blame me?
Do I want to blame you? It was the rail before you came up, my guy. You just pushed it over. You just took a shit on the fire. That's all you did. You just put your turds in a fucking burning fire.
Well, I hope it smelled good.
That's the problem. It doesn't. It smells like shit the whole night, and I'm trying to get the stench off. Anything else you want to talk about, Harry Balls?
No, I'm going to bed, buddy. Thanks for having me up as usual. I appreciate it. You guys have a great night.
Morgie, what else is on your mind? Thank you for coming on. Morgie?
No, I'm okay. I'm curious to see whether Bitch Tits gets enough money to run around playing Let's Attack small town police stations. I don't think he's going to get much, but we'll wait and see what happens.
Hey, Morgie, offline, we have enough to go after the last thing where we're talking about the Second Amendment?
Oh, the Second Amendment. Not tonight, Father. I'll wait until you're a little bit more coherent, shall we say.
All right. Fair enough.
In his defense, it is kind of late.
Yeah, it's late too, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, do you... Tim Berry, what happened on Kenny Klein's today, and what's on your mind?
Kenny's shows are always a whirlwind. So I'm just trying to think. I'm just so wrapped up in like this thing right now that I kind of forgot what was going on with Kenny's. And
how long did you listen to a show for?
Oh, the whole time. How
long was that?
Oh, actually, not the whole time. It was I was there for about a half hour.
All right. I was going to say,
so I really didn't
like 2 hours and you don't know one thing about the show. All right, half hour is not that.
I was on Masshole for an hour, and Kenny came in halfway through. So by the time I got to Kenny, I was already half hour into it.
Okay. So what's on your mind tonight, my guy?
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm just, I'm actually thinking rational for a change. And it's like, one thing I don't understand, and I brought it up in chat earlier, the paradox of how these frauditards, they go around saying your policies and feelings don't trump law, but yet
Hey,
if a cop asks them for
Barry,
ID, I mean, if a frauditard asks a cop for ID, they say it's policy.
hey Barry,
So,
what's the difference between a frauditor and an auditor?
honestly, a frauditor, they're just there to bait. I mean,
I'm sorry, I'm only coming here to bait you.
Huh?
I'm only coming here to bait you, but it is actually a serious question that I have.
Yeah,
and especially since I'm brand new to this community, I want to know the difference between a frauditor and an auditor. Because I do believe in the First Amendment.
Okay, Futter. In my day, I'm a little bit older. Okay, we didn't have the internet and video cameras and stuff like that. Back in our day, if we wanted to make a few bucks, we'd do a slip and fall in the supermarket. There you go.
Yeah, but this isn't your day. This is our day. Can you please tell me the difference between a frauditor and an auditor?
I believe an auditor is legit. They have
difference.
I don't need to be.
I'll make it simple for you. What's the difference between an audit and fraud?
Are you asking me a Futter?
Intention. To NJ Driver, my answer would be intention.
No, one's legal, the other's illegal.
Yeah.
Butter, can you tell me the definition of a fraud?
Yeah, I can. Well, actually, I don't know if I can or not.
Well, you just said you could, my guy, so I'm going to tickle you to your pee if you don't.
You're right. You're right. Frauditor is somebody that exploits an outcome of somebody that we're recording. An auditor is somebody that doesn't expect anything.
So essentially, read the definition of fraud and pretend like it says frauditor. Does anyone on the panel know the definition of fraud?
I think that's a good thing that needs to be fucking discussed. I don't even know that.
Via deception another person out of goods or services.
Intentional deception made for unfair or unlawful gain or damaging or depriving a victim.
I was really
That is what a frauditor is.
Have you ever seen Josh's fucking videos?
Exactly.
By the way, I'm not a 1A guy, but I hate Josh. And I hate him with a fucking passion.
Fraud is also a person or thing that intends to deceive others, typically by unjustifiably claiming or being credited with accomplishments or qualities. And that is Josh.
And you want to get confused even more, then there's the auditors and auditards.
Don't. You're going to confuse Butter is going to ask more questions because you're just mind fucking them. We're sticking to the basics.
I'm staying mute.
We're sticking to auditor and frauditor. Because if you keep going to all these things, we're going to ask you what a definition of an auditor is, NJ, and you're not going to know it.
Oh, I know it.
All right, then go ahead. Enlighten us. Sorry. I didn't think you knew it.
Auditor and auditard are very similar.
So I didn't think you knew this. Go right ahead. I'll go.
Hey, don't interrupt him.
Auditor is the ones that go out and scream 4-letter expletives and disrupt and cause issues. The auditards are just stupid.
How are they just stupid? Like, I'm willing to give you your own role, but I need you to describe how they are just stupid.
These aren't my personal items. These are stuff I picked up over the years.
No. We're not saying that you believe in this.
Okay,
You
so
just have a good explanation of this.
okay, so fuck the police next to Josh Abrams. Let's put it that way.
Let's not bring Josh Abrams in because he's
No,
gonna
no,
be
you wanted a difference. So there you go. You wanted a side by side.
okay.
That's good, Ed.
Please read that, Tim. With
Yeah,
that Boston
and
accent.
then there's estivists. Now that one isn't.
Can you read what's on screen? Because that's actually pretty good.
All right, Tim, go ahead.
Oh, wow. me. Frauditor. One who misleads others to believe that she is upholding, extending free speech, but in reality cares nothing for free speech. Actions are for clicks, views, and personal monetary gain.
God, I feel like I'm back at school listening to primary school science.
He should be my announcer. He should be my announcer. From Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, El Sancho. That'll be good, Tim. Sorry.
Well, I did used to be a DJ.
That is a great definition of frauditor. Futternut, what do you think about that definition?
I think that was actually a pretty nail on the head.
Yeah,
I can have my disagreements, but like as a statement, that was nail on the head.
All right, how about this, Futter? Are you able to read this for me, Futternut?
Yeah.
Go ahead, read that.
Frauditors rely on propaganda and mythology to represent the actual law on First Amendment activity.
AKA furry potato.
Did you think that I was like going to have any response to that?
No, I'm just putting it up.
You coming off like a catty girl looking for drama tonight, Futternut. Why? Why do I get that impersonation?
Because I've had to deal with my ex's drama.
Oh, but you don't have to put drama on this channel, my
No.
God.
No. None of that is put on the veil.
Because I just asked you why are you being perceived as starting drama, and you just gave me an answer.
Yeah, did you want me to lie to you?
Okay. Well, thank you for giving me that answer.
Has nothing to do with your channel, man.
Okay. Good. NJ Diver, what else is on your mind tonight?
Oh, the dozen or more projects I've got running all at once.
What happened to the police officer shooting? Do you have anything else on that? I mean, let me check the live feed, see if is it still ongoing? Is it?
I have no idea. I haven't been watching it.
Do you need more people to watch it? Like,
that's your personal interest.
Well, no. The thing is my personal interest was I started a channel with Sancho. I don't really give a flying fuck, but there's 80 people in here, and
there's 34 people in here.
There's more than 34.
Okay.
The thing is I'd like it to be neutral.
Okay. So there's a suspect barricaded with 3 hostages, including a minor.
But we start with breaking news coming out of Central Texas tonight. That is where a man is barricaded inside of a home with 3 family members after shooting multiple police officers. This all happened just after 3 o'clock this afternoon at a Cedar Park home just north of Austin. Police tell us 3 officers were shot after a mother called to report her son had kicked in a door and was acting aggressive. After the shooting, the suspect barricaded himself inside with 3 family members, including a child.
It's our goal to bring this to a peaceful resolution, as everybody knows. We don't want to see anybody else getting hurt.
We're told the 3 officers who were shot are listed in stable condition and are doing well tonight.
I don't care about the officers. I care about the children.
Okay. Why wouldn't you care about the officers?
They already took an oath to represent.
Have a good night. That's the final draw, That's final draw. That is beyond bullshit to say that you don't feel.
Yeah.
hopefully there's a, that's just not cool. I'm gonna protect Futternut. I'm gonna protect the Futternut brand by having him chill out backstage for a little bit to get his marbles back together. The views and opinions on this channel do not reflect the channel owner. I do not agree, and I feel bad for anyone harmed in this incident at all. Everybody, my thoughts and prayers go out to the police officers wounded. And NJ Diver, where do we go from here?
Excuse me. You know what they do to a ship's captain when he screws up?
What?
Cashier him.
All right. So, what's everyone's thoughts on that incident? Morgie, what do you think?
I think that I don't really know much about it at this point in time. Sorry, I was, like I said, I'm working it from home. I didn't actually hear it all. Just give me a minute and I'll go back, ask Tim and NJ.
NJ?
Huh? Are you talking to NJ or me?
Sweet tits
No
and
idea what
bloody vaginas. All right, so let's go through the article. 3 police officers shot in Texas while responding to a call at a home. 3 police officers in Cedar Park, Texas, were shot while responding to a call at a home on Sunday. The officers are in stable condition at a local hospital and doing well. The call came from a woman who said that her son had kicked in the door and was acting very aggressive. So the police were called to help. Therefore, they're only trying to help. When the officers went inside the house, they were met with gunfire. He said our officers returned gunfire, though it's not known if the suspect was hit. We were on the scene responding to a call.
3 hostages taken.
Does it mention that the suspect is part of the family or just somebody totally non-related?
Sounded like part of the family, to be honest.
No.
Do we have any latest news, Harry Balls, if he's been apprehended?
They were called by the mother. Son in
And
his
the big
20s.
thing is the oath they take with the Constitution. It doesn't say, "Hey, it's okay to get shot." That that's something that's there's no sign waiver form that they sign that authorizes them to be shot.
Yeah, three officers have been shot in Texas. They were called to a home by the mother. Her son in his 20s with mental health issues was very aggressive. Son fired on the officers, injuring 3. Officers returned fire. Suspect barricaded himself inside the home with 3 other people. Negotiators are on the scene and they hope for a peaceful resolution. They're dealing with a very active scene, so it's still going on. They've been shot and wounded. Doesn't say how badly. So no, you don't. I mean, everybody knows domestic violence calls are the worst calls you can go to because this is what usually happens, or a lot of the time happens.
And that type of stuff, the domestic type violence, because of the virus and everything and the quarantine, those cases are actually getting higher.
Yeah, the article I just listed is the son of the woman that called.
Yeah, exactly. He seems to.
And he has mental issues too.
Being very aggressive. That's why she called.
I'm sorry. I don't know if you guys remember, but do you remember like back in the 80s when, we were going through all those financial difficulties and New York City had to stop social services, and then crime went through the roof.
Anytime you get a financial situation in the country where the poor get poorer, the crime level goes up.
Well, I was actually talking about the actual mentally ill. They couldn't receive their services anymore because they cut funding.
Yeah, well, that's interesting because I've got 2 group homes right in my neighborhood.
So we got breaking news, Indie News Now. Hoosier News Now is free. He's on another channel right now, so he is free. He's out of jail. Want to get that out there reported. He's no longer in custody. He is free. 3 Texas police officers shot at a very active scene near Austin. Suspect barricaded with hostages. 3 Texas police officers were shot Sunday after responding to a call that the mother called the police. Yep.
It's a city of Cedar Park, Texas.
All I need is Morgan to yell at me and say you're not sharing it.
You're
I
not sharing
did.
it. I just read that.
I'm more with it than you are. The
Well, that's what I
suspect
just read.
barricaded himself in the house with 3 other family members, his mother, a juvenile, and a third person. And after the officers were shot, Harmon said it's unknown if the officers hit the suspect, a man in his mid-20s. He said negotiate. So this is an active situation right now?
Yes. Yes,
There are
it's
some
still, they're still going. As of I don't know what the time is in Texas, but it was around about, it was past 10 o'clock when that
3:10 their time was when the call went in.
when that report came out.
And I believe that's Central United States time, Central.
Okay. Oh, hang on, no, sorry, that might have been that. Sorry, it was what I was reading you off was Daily Mail UK, so it might have been the UK Mail.
All right. Well, thoughts and prayers to everybody involved. Active. I don't see any.
It's still going. It's still going. I just found ABC 7 New York, and it's still going.
Is there a live feed somewhere?
See if I can find it for you.
I just hope those cops come through it okay.
They did. They're in stable condition.
Is there a live feed of
Yeah, I'm just trying to find it now. Just give me a second.
I mean, normally there's like local media and shit there, you know. Let me look on Facebook, see if there's something on Facebook. Fortunately, this is an everyday thing. Now, what's the city in Texas again?
Cedar Park.
Cedar Park?
And you know, this kind of goes back to what was it, Santa in the video when he said to the cop, "This is the reason why good cops get shot."
Right.
You know, I mean,
sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, you know, I mean, obviously that was a incredibly horrible thing to say.
Right.
But you know, when these people have the platforms that they do on YouTube, you know, they have the ability to brainwash people, it seems. I mean, otherwise Josh Abrams would not be getting donations.
Right.
You know, I mean,
that's the whole idea of this. This is what Ferry's doing. She's basically recruiting white supremacists for their anti-Semitic stuff. You know, all of this has a reason, and the main reason is to get cops shot. It's not, you know, to have people take them out, and and I don't. To be perfectly honest, I don't think a lot of these retards actually realize what they're doing. You know, they're just picking up lines they've heard somebody else. I mean, Santa's diatribe came straight from Josh Abrams. If you listen to de-escalate, you know, you get good, you know, cops like you earning the hate, all that kind of crap is straight out of Abrams' book. And every one of those frauditors keeps repeating the same shit. And that's you know, and in the situation we're in at the moment, it is going to get cops shot, and it is getting cops shot and then killed. And you know, the cops are going to go, this job just isn't worth it anymore, and walk off. You're not going to, and the only cops you're going to have left are the bad ones who will shoot first and ask questions afterwards. So you're basically doing yourself a disservice, because the good cops will walk away, and you'll only be left with the bad cops.
And what about, you know, cop doxing, where people show up at the cops' houses protesting and stuff? I mean, what's up with that?
That's what the new Georgia statute is about, because they were showing up at police officers' houses and threatening the family and threatening to you know, destroying property and attempting to set their houses on fire. You know, you're ruining people's lives. Pardon?
I said, where do these people come from? God.
The problem is at the moment, you've got a lot of people who the government has failed. Okay, and it's everything from the corruption you can see in the government to the problems that you've had with the police, systemic racism, and nobody's done anything about it for years. The COVID, being locked up for so long, losing your jobs, the financial instability, the fact that the economy is diving, and that's what happens. This is what happens. Riots happen when people are scared, and people are scared. And this is why you guys have really got to have a really good fucking look at what's going on, because it's this on this scale it has never happened before, and you really need to sit down and have a really fucking good look at what's going on, because whoever is in charge at the moment has literally let you down, and you are the laughing stock of the world at the moment. You seriously are, because every time that person in the White House speaks, everybody just laughs at him. He can't even get a sentence together. His facts are wrong, and you don't, and unless you're living off a diet of OAN and Fox News, and you don't bother to do the due diligence and go and have a look at other live sources. And it doesn't have to be an American source. It could be British, it could be American, it could be Transylvanian. But at least go and have a look at what other people say. Don't just, and this is one thing that I've always found about American news. It is so self-centered. We are wonderful. We are fantastic. I remember being in the States once, and there was a hostage situation with a guy with his kid in the car. And all you saw on stream for 5 hours, the most interesting thing that happened was that a cop rolled a bottle of water to this guy. And that's all this live stream was. It was just this, hostage situation in a car park in Los Angeles. And I'm going, what the fuck is going on here? And it's just so self-centered. Everything about it is self-centered. And then it's, oh, we're so wonderful, we did this, we did that. Well, let's get it this way. World champions in baseball and football, you're the only people that played it. The Japanese may come over occasionally, but you're the only people that play it. So,
Morgie, pause. I'm going to show you something, and I want you to respond to it.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah. Don't make it a dildo.
Respond.
The great one of what? You're missing something. The great one of what? The great one of farts?
Yeah,
the great one of lies? The great one of stupidity?
He's spamming the chat now with his verbal blowjobs of Josh Abrams. I think that's the guy that donates to Josh a lot.
Oh, okay. So in other words, he's a mental retard who doesn't live in reality in the first place. So that figures. I mean, anybody who's stupid enough to follow Josh after he's ripped so many people off so many times,
and give him money too. I mean,
that's what I mean. I mean,
hooker.
If you're giving this idiot money after he's ripped you off time after time after time, he's begging for money off you once again.
He's admitted on air. He's admitted on air that his ex-girlfriend stole money. Let's give him money.
But it's not that. It's. I mean, he made thousands and thousands of dollars for that time he was in jail, and yet they're still going out and ripping off casinos and things for Johns and casinos to make more money. I mean, this guy's boasting that he's making $140,000 a year, and now he's begging you to keep him on the road for meals and hotels and gas. I mean, how fucking stupid have you got to be? It's the same with Patty. How stupid have you got to be? I mean, you can only you're getting done. I mean, Patty Cakes has moved house. He's bought a unit, or he's renting a unit. He's had a kid, and it's all been on your dime. You're paying for these people to live. They're not doing anything for you. They're not standing up for your First Amendment rights. They're destroying your First Amendment rights. And if you're that stupid that you can't see it, then you deserve everything you fucking get. And if these guys get shot, then that's on you because you encouraged it. You're that bloody stupid. You really are.
Oh
You know,
yeah, see that? We got 100,000 subs.
Sorry, who has?
Gregory Jones said we got 100,000 subs, not Josh. We.
That's nothing in the great
world.
Yeah.
I'm just pointing out that's a very telling statement, is what I'm saying. You know.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Who cares?
Instead of he.
It's a we.
Sorry, Tim.
It's a cult.
Half of them are basically waiting just for the train crash.
It's a cult.
Yeah, they're just waiting for the train crash. All they want to do is watch what happened to Hoosier.
It's like a Manson cult.
Yeah.
They literally follow his lead when he tells him like to let the porn bomb people. They do it. It's like a Manson thing.
Yeah, it's called a cult of personality.
The other, you know, it's just ridiculous. I mean, if you're that stupid, because I mean, you know, Abrams is nothing more than a scam artist. That's all he is. That's all he's done his whole life. That's how he survives. Your 100K subs are nothing. The biggest cop channel online is over 2 million. You're nothing. You're absolutely nothing, and the majority of the public don't agree with you. So, you know, yes, there are bad cops. We all know that.
Print that? What you just said? Can you print that? I'm sorry to interrupt you, Morgie, but can you print what he said about what's his? Oh, where is it? Further up a little bit. You will see he's destined for greatness, according to Gregory Jones.
Gregory Jones is about to do 8 years in prison. As of, I think, what is it, the 28th of August?
Mm-hmm.
He's about to do 8 years in prison.
Didn't he run for the Canada?
No, he's in Ohio now. Do you guys want to go back to Futternut in hopes that he has an apology for what he said?
Has he passed out?
No, that doesn't make any difference.
Is there a thumbs up if there isn't an apology, or thumbs down if you're not apologizing for what you said?
He doesn't owe me an apology.
He
doesn't owe me an apology. He just needs to go to bed.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's not giving me a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Yeah.
He's
No, he just needs
typing private chat like I'm paying attention.
Yeah, no, he just needs to go to bed. He just needs to sleep it off.
I was trying to give him the chance to apologize, and instead he wants to fight with Morgie.
No, that's okay. I'll fight with him when he's over and he's clear. I'm not going to do it because it's not fair.
So he's telling me he's going to apologize.
He doesn't need to apologize. There's nothing to apologize for. He just needs to go and get some sleep.
Okay. Anything else anybody want to talk about tonight?
I'm
this
thinking
dumpster fire to bed if not.
Josh puts, hang on. Josh puts life on the line. Josh has just tried to kill somebody. He's trying to get somebody shot for clicks and views, and you're following this F-wit. Seriously? You are a retard.
You see those tits? They're a national treasure, and they should be protected, and he's putting himself in harm's way by putting himself near police officers.
Well, he can take his 140K a year and gold plate them then, because it's about the only substance he'll have to hold them up. Sorry, Tim. I apologise for that.
No need to apologize. I've done that to too many people myself. I'm sorry too. So, I just wanted to leave any auditors. I'll be nice out there. Just a message for them to think about. You know, if they catch this on the replay or something like that. You know, you go to these places and you say, "This is my police station. This is my library. This is my post office." Okay, well, if it's yours, where are your keys to get in?
Your access cards.
Okay, where are your access cards?
Yep,
you see the point to make?
Yeah. No, where's your access cards? Where's your keys? Where's the deed?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, where's the deeds to the land? do you pay the land taxes?
Exactly. They don't even have homes, most of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Did anyone get a chance to see the live stream last night?
Which one?
Oh yeah.
The one on Mouse?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was sitting there listening to that one. I wasn't.
What's everybody's thoughts on that?
It's been coming for a while. We've all, those of us who've been around have known all of that for quite a long time. But it's good that it's actually out there. But I didn't know about the business partner. That was interesting.
Mr. Tim Barry, did you get a chance to listen to the show?
Honestly, I don't think I did. But I have been hearing like a lot of things about Mouse today, though. He's not a good person from what I can tell. I honestly don't know that much about him, to be honest with you.
One person unsubbed and is disappointed in me. I just got a comment on my feed on that video, but I did warn everybody that it was TVMA. I did warn everybody it was a strong content show for adults.
And you kept doing it during the stream too. So
yeah, and I had a ticker at the bottom too.
So it wasn't like they weren't pre-warned, and anybody who knows the Mouse's history knows that it's not going to be good.
Yeah. So, I know I got your thoughts off there, NJ, but anything you want to say on everything that went down last night? Punch
NJ?
myself in the dick.
NJ?
All right.
Didn't it work?
Now it does.
Sometimes my audio doesn't come out. No, just basically reality bites. And last night somebody got bit.
Yeah, we just lost a sub. That was Mouse who won sub. But it was definitely good to see it in writing. Thank you. I mean, it was an amazing team of people who've independently worked on this for a while, and getting them all in the same room to go over things before the stream like we did last night. We had an hour prep. We had a lot of consultants pop in with what they have and what they know, and we just tried to put together this puzzle that has been out there, and we withheld a lot. There are things that we discussed privately that didn't make the air, of things we wanted to stay away from, and we stuck on a factual basis the entire stream to make sure we stuck to the paperwork, the facts.
You don't want to put it all out there, because there is a line. What you put out there was good. It gave people the basic knowledge of what's going on, and the past, and the business, and where this business thing all came from, and why they were using it. So I think that gave people a little bit more insight into what happened. The rest of it, they don't need to know, and also that it protects others. But I think the fact that you basically gave them the basics of everything that they needed to know, and the background to what they needed to know. Anything else they can go and do themselves. So
he's a registered sex offender, Illinois, Colorado. So alias is Rex Warfield, which he did deny yesterday, NJ, that he never heard of the name Rex Warfield. That is literally one of his aliases that's on there that he's used. His wife.
Yeah, right. 106.
Right. That was Angela Warfield, and he just took her last name. But yeah. So wrapping up tonight, we are about 279 subs away to 1,000. Josh Abrams is on record, and I have the recording stating that Sancho will never meet 1,000 subs. So if you want to prove Josh Abrams wrong, and if you think Josh Abrams is a cunt, please subscribe to El Sancho. So where are we as far as the biggest story of the night? Are we saying Hoosier News Now? Are we saying the fat guy who got stuck in the well, or the dildo thief?
Well, as much
So
as I
how-
like the dildo thief, it's always good to watch a frauditor scream.
I don't know. The fat guy stuck in the well. That's pretty interesting. How does that happen?
Carelessness.
Carelessness. Absolutely.
Hate
All
to
right,
think
guys.
of-
Tomorrow
I hate-
night. Yep, go ahead.
I was going to say, I hate to think of the gravel rash on his dick when they dragged him out.
Ew.
I hear that. I mean, he must have been a sumo because he was just chilling, like no big deal. Like
He was bigger than Josh.
he would have lunch if he had enough time. The dude's there that long. He could have had lunch and everything, you know. So, all right, tomorrow night we're probably going to go body cam breakdown. We're working on a couple big interviews throughout the week. I got 3 or 4 interviews that we're going to be announcing soon that I'm working on. A couple collaborations as well. Audit breakdown. We're going to have another auditor on to break down their audits. I'm going to have at least 2 hours this time. I'm not going to feel rushed. And we're going to go over a couple videos and go over my opinions on it and go on from there. I want everyone to leave in the comments below if you think the tase was necessary, yes or no. You know, that's a debate running around right now, and just because we all believe that it was justified doesn't mean we have the right to silence the opposition. And tonight was an opportunity to get them to vote in the poll or come up on the panel and let us know their thoughts. Let us know in the chat. Let us know why they felt like it was over excessive and why he wasn't an interference. And we always welcome that on this channel. So please, in the comments below, give us your opinion on that. Like, share, and subscribe. Tomorrow night, we will see you with some body cam breakdowns. And thank you, everybody, for on the panel. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for listening to LC.